Hi guys, welcome back to the UK and Ireland tour. My name is Chris, aka Big Will, and today we have two games for you. We are away in the league against Larne, and then we followed up with a home game against Annagh United. I must admit, I have been recording quite a way in advance. It's been a little bit of time since I've loaded the game up, so I'm just trying to familiarise myself at the minute with exactly where we're up to. So when you were last with us, we played Ballymena United and Linfield, and since then we've had pretty good form once again. But we are gradually declining in terms of goals scored. A 4-1 win at home against Loughgall, a 3-1 win at home against Ards, a 2-1 win away at Glentoran, and then a 1-0 draw at home against Portadown. Hopefully, in this game we will not finish the game without scoring. But so far, since the formation change, which we did for the previous episode, we've looked pretty decent, and hopefully we can continue our good run in the league as well. Obviously, there's some big games coming up as well, and in relation to the Premiership, we have really pushed ourselves up the table a little bit. Collerane's still running riot in the league at the moment, sat on 28 points. We're 9 points behind them. But in terms of form, we're not too bad. We've only had the one defeat in our 10 league games, and we are within touching distance of a potential European qualifier qualification spot for second or third place. I'm assuming that that is what those positions are for. Um, so this game against Larne's actually a game in hand as well. If we win it, we go into third place ahead of Glentoran, which would be a very good place to start today. And hopefully we can go out there and get the job done. Lee Bonnis, who plays for them, is the current top scorer in the league. Very good quality player. And hopefully we can find a way of keeping him quiet. So we'll go into today's game. There will be a little bit of rotation, I think, today. And hopefully, like I say, we can get the job done. There's one or two players just struggling for fitness a little bit. We do want... Excuse me, sorry, my throat's been shocking for the last week or so. Um, we do want Hansen up front, though. That is a given. And in relation to the rest of the team, I can't really remember who we've got and who we haven't. So it's going to be an interesting one as I get to get used to the squad again, if truth be told. But we'll go out there and try and get the job done today. And hopefully we can get a good result and push ourselves into that top three. Like I say, form has been good, but again, having not loaded the game up for a while, I'm not too sure exactly how well we're playing. So it'll be an interesting one to see, and we can go from there. Baird here into Elliott. Plays it forward. Nicholson with the interception, finding Larman. Now Moore into Ward. Cutting inside from that right hand side. It's a good run from Ward. He's got support ahead of him. He still goes alone, and the strike goes over the crossbar. Certainly a very positive piece of play there from the young winger, and it remains 0-0 after just the first few minutes. But highlights are plentiful as Moore plays it into Hansen, and now Ward has support ahead of him. If he can find it, lays it back into Moore again. Now Taylor into Nicholson. Back into Moore again. Just holding on to it, and again lays it in to Nicholson. Back to Moore. That's a poor pass, and Lamo beaten to it by Emerson. But again, the pass is a little bit poor, and the move does slow down a little. And Carson now into Miller, and he's beaten the defender very easily. And I don't know why Berry is so far over. It was a very easy goal to be scored, to be honest. And Larne take the lead. We have really struggled defensively, as you've seen, despite the fact that we've won 4 of our last 5 games. Um, we haven't kept a clean sheet. We've conceded a goal in every single one of those matches. And I think, if truth be told, I need to take another look at this squad and see exactly what we've got and where. More looking over the top, Hansen, that's a good bit of control from him. He's got no support at all, but he goes into the penalty area, and the strike, unfortunately, is pretty poor, and Ferguson claims it comfortably. Um, at least we're showing a little bit of oomph, but we do certainly need to find a bit of improvement here. We're not playing particularly well, if truth be told. Munda trying to get the ball over. Luke Messam with the interception. Now Osman into Hansen, and now Ward plays it into Moore, and now Hansen is there, and Christian Hansen scores only his third goal of the season. He's a very good finisher, Hansen, from what I can remember, but he's just taken a little bit of time to get used to things here at Crusaders in the Northern Irish League here. But it's a good finish, and hopefully he can grow into this role. He is a lot more of a poacher with with the qualities that he does have, but hopefully he can settle into that pressing forward role as Barmer heads it on. Larne into Osman. They do manage to get it clear, but a little bit unconvincingly, it must be said. Munda now into Carson. Just holding on to possession, trying to work his way down the right-hand side. Barmer holding on to it and looking to lay it into the middle. Munda, he's got support ahead of him, and Miller is in behind again. And now Emerson, we're just struggling to keep them at bay here. What a delivery that is. McCarthy heads it back across, and it's a good clearance from Harbington. It's come for Emerson again, and it's rattled off the crossbar. And again, we're not looking too convincing defensively at the moment. And Emerson now into Baird. Again, possession-wise, we're getting absolutely mullered at the moment, and Gavin Kilkenny makes it 2-1 to Larne, and it's thoroughly deserved, if truth be told. We're not playing very well at all, and something's got to give a little bit here, I think. Ferguson delivers forward, Harbinson looking for Hansen, and again, they just mop it up so comfortably at the moment. And now Kilkenny into Barmer, and now Carson. We're completely getting outplayed at the moment. And Munda into McCarthy. You know what? We're going to demand more because we're just not getting into the game at the moment at all. Here is Messam. Into Harbinson. Now Nicholson. Plays it forward into Hansen. Bit of space here. And now Osman. It's a bit of support. And instead plays it backwards to Messam. Can he get a delivery into the penalty area? Into Osman. Again, just a failed cross. Carson blocking it quite comfortably. Moore does get onto it and strikes it well, but it's just wide. Couldn't quite get the strike on target. And it remains 2-1. And we drop down to 5th as things stand. Because obviously Larne leapfrogs in the table as well. Here is Nicholson. Now Larme into Moore. And now Ward loses out to Baird, but Moore picks it up again into Larme. And now Nicholson into Taylor. And now Oswin into Hansen. And that's a very neat finish, but he may have been offside. And unfortunately, yeah, it doesn't count. It's a very good finish again, though, from Hansen. He is showing these qualities here, but he's just not really getting into the game as well as we'd hope at the moment. And again, we're just starting to lose out on a bit of setup here. We're not holding our shape or anything like that, and it's proving to be a little bit of a concern. Here is Hansen. That's a great ball over the top, and Jeff Osman in behind. It takes a deflection, but it's his 8th goal of the season for the young left winger. And again, we've got to remember something I do remember, in fact, is a lot of the players that we signed were amateurs from non-league English clubs. So it's a big step up for them, but some of them have certainly got the quality, and Jeff Osman being one of them. He has scored plenty of good goals for us so far this season already. And it's 2-2. I think, on the balance of play, we certainly deserve to be in front, to be quite honest. Number of chances, we're certainly dominating proceedings, but there's just something that we're lacking. And I think because of all these players being youngsters as well, they are liable for mistakes. I'll tell lads to keep playing the way that they have been. In terms of overall match stats, we're looking pretty reasonable, if truth be told. It's just that the highlights are largely being covered by Larne. So, we just need to just tighten things up a little bit and just try and find our way in this second half and just keep things a little bit tighter and just take the chance if it comes our way. Here is Nicholson. I think the pass was reasonably enough there, but Ward didn't really react to it. And now Miller into Kilkenny, and now McCarthy. Look at the space on this right-hand side. He tries to switch the play back, and Ward has intercepted, and Ward goes into... Oh, such a poor finish from Ryan Ward. He's got to do better there. He's got to be hitting the target, if nothing else. Harbinson here into Taylor. And Osman lays it back to Harbinson. We're just growing in a little bit of confidence as the game has gone on here. Taylor over the top, Hansen in behind. It's a good save from Ferguson there. Very good goalkeeping from him. And Hansen, I don't think, did too much wrong, really. He got the shot on target, but the keeper did superbly. And now Moore, with the delivery, swings it into that far post, and it's punch clear, but it's come out for Osman, who gets the cross in, but Ferguson managing to get himself back in good position, and it remains 2-2. Moore, incidentally, and Ward are really struggling fitness-wise here, so we're going to have to make one or two changes, I think. Um, I don't like having Larne at right back, if truth be told. He's not really got the quality, in my opinion, but there's not really too many options for us, is there? So Ryan Ward's going to come off. We're going to get Ashford on that right-hand side. And Moore has had another very good game, if truth be told. We'll get Philip Lowry on for him. And again, in terms of star ratings, it's certainly apparent where we're lacking the quality. Messham's not had the best of games, so we'll get Neverson on at left back as well, just because he's on that yellow card as well as having a bit of a poor match. And I think for now, to be fair, we should leave it at that. I mean, Liam O'Connor, he's another very good young left winger, isn't he? We've got Elliot Walker on the bench as well. So there is option for more changes, but Osman and Hansen have been our standout performers today, along with Jasper Moore, but he is shattered. So we'll leave it at that for now, and we'll think about it in another 10 minutes or so and see if we can really push on in this game. We'll offer some encouragement, to be honest, because again, it's not been a bad performance. We're just a little bit unlucky that defensively we just don't really have that quality at the moment. And again, a couple of players just struggling fitness-wise now, and we are really struggling fitness-wise now, if truth be told. We'll get Liam O'Connor on that left-hand side. Oh, no, we won't. It's 3 substitutions. I'm guessing I've done that in a previous video and forgotten about the number of subs in this league. So, looks like we're carrying on then, doesn't it? 10 minutes to go. There's been a lack of highlights in this second half, and I think, to be honest, both sides just pretty much settling for the result, to be honest. We did well to get back into it both times, but I think overall, we could have come away with the win. We've dominated in terms of possession, and XG especially, we've done very well with. Plenty more chances. And again, I think the youthfulness of the side just letting us down a little bit, maybe there. But again, number of chances created is certainly a positive. We do push up to third. I don't think we're going to catch the likes of Coleraine and Linfield, if truth be told, unless they have a complete capitulation during the campaign. But you know, I'm quite happy, to be honest. I mean, we've built a team pretty much overnight here, and we're having to set up very, very quickly for the most part. So overall, I think we could be reasonably pleased with what we're doing, especially considering the start of the campaign. We really did struggle to get anything underway. And incidentally, the only defeat that we've had, of course, was away at Coleraine. So we'll certainly take it at the moment. A couple of draws in our last 2 games following 6 victories. But we are unbeaten now in, what's that, 9 games? 9 games. So we're unbeaten in 9 matches, including the cup tie as well. So we can be pretty pleased, I think, if truth be told. With a fortnight to go until the next game against Annagh. I'm just going to have a look at budgets quick. Oh, crikey, we're overspent as well in terms of budget, so there's not really a lot we can do, even in terms of trying to challenge at right back. Who are you? You would be nice, wouldn't you? Nice little right back there. We'll see how things go in the meantime. Hopefully we can potentially bring him in. That would be a really strong signing. I know he's 31, but that would be a good signing for us, wouldn't it? But again, time will tell. We've got 2 weeks until the Annagh United game. So bear with me. We'll come back for that one. And hopefully we can get back to winning ways. Okay then, guys. Here we go for the game against Annagh United. Bit of a hiccup on my part. It's actually a League Cup tie that we're playing against them today. It's not another league game. So, as things stand, we sit third in the league. we go into this game in pretty reasonable form overall. They are in a lower league, Annagh United, so hopefully we can go out there and get the job done reasonably comfortably. We are going to rotate a little bit and give some players a little bit of game time as well. And it's an opportunity for some of them, if truth be told, just to get, like I say, get a little bit more game time and just try and settle into the squad a little bit more. We're going to play both Italian centre backs today. They've not really had an awful lot of time to be able to play, as we well know. Elliot Walker's going to start up front. O'Connor and Ashford are going to start out wide. Nicholson, Moore and Grant in the midfield with Jeffcott, Bogner, Render and Larne at the back. And Williamson is going to get the nod in goal. We should be pretty much assured that we should get through this cup tie. Again, we've got some very good players today that are playing. Alvarez, was he the one that we were training to play in defensive midfield? No. I think he may have been the one that we were going to look at playing in defensive midfield, wasn't he? We'll give him a game in defensive midfield, see how he gets on. Um, and we'll go from there. I think Alvarez is more suited to that defensive midfield role, if truth be told. He's certainly got certain good qualities, so we may have to set him up in training for that position. But we'll go out there and see how he gets on in that role. He's not been trained there, unfortunately. I thought we'd already set that up. Obviously, an oversight from me previously, something that I should have set up and haven't. So, but yeah, going into this cup tie, we'll see how things go. Like I said, the rotation is good as well. Gives us an opportunity to look at one or two of the backups. O'Connor, of course, and Elliot Walker both have had reasonably good starts to their careers here. It's just a case of them settling into a rhythm here as O'Connor intercepts that one, finds Nicholson. Alvarez into O'Connor, and now Moore with the strike, and Jasper Moore with the goal. It's a good effort from him. A low and hard strike into the corner. Craftwell didn't really have much of a chance of getting to it, and we take the lead. And hopefully, with a good result here today, we can get back to that winning mentality again. Obviously, with the rotation in play, it's a little bit of give and take, but we do want to get back to winning ways after two draws in a row in the league. And obviously, it'll mean that we can, again, just build that winning mentality. It's what we need to do here. They haven't won a title for quite a number of years, as I've mentioned previously as well. And the foundation is there, and with all these young players we've brought in, I think we can certainly set up a very good team at this football club. Here is Ashford into Larne, plays it forward. Ashford just about manages to get there, and Walker is there with the header. It was just a bit of a stretch for him though, and it goes over the bar. Despite Annagh's positive start, it's been a very well controlled performance from our point of view. All of our players looking pretty comfortable at the moment, and at half time we lead by a goal to nil. Incidentally, though, possession-wise, we've not been particularly good today. We'll tell us that we don't want any complacency, and again, we just need to focus in a little bit here. All it takes is one opportunity for Annagh at this stage, just to get back into this game, and then we could be scrambling a little bit. But at 1-0, we are looking rather comfortable, to be quite honest, even though it is only 1-0. Few yellow cards just starting to appear for the opposition as well. They're just starting to lose their heads a bit, trying to get stuck in a bit more, and it's not really happening for them. Here is Jeffcott with a delivery from that left-hand side, and it's not the worst of crosses, but again, not really any target for him to aim at. He just put it in to an area. Jeffcott winning that header though, and Nicholson picks it up. And now O'Connor using his pace reasonably well there, but it was a heavy touch. And the fullback got in comfortably. Carmichael into Swan, loses out to Nicholson. It's a poor pass into Badine. And now Walker into Ashford. And it's a decent strike. And again, over the crossbar. I think at times we do need to be a bit more clinical though. 15 attempts at goal with 5 on target we've had today. And we just have the one goal to show for it. We need to really settle into our rhythm in front of goal. The likes of Walker and Hansen, very, very capable of scoring plenty of goals, but they need to get their attempts on target. As an opportunity there for Annagh goes flying over the bar. Poor finishing all round, really. from both sides, if truth be told. Rogers now with the throw into Quinn. And it's ended up going straight across. And what was I saying before? Ryan Swan with the finish, and we've switched off at the back. We've dominated the game, but they're just starting to find a way into this game. We're going to demand more because we shouldn't be really struggling against the side from a lower division, if truth be told. Here is Medine. Plays it forward to Upton. Lofts it over the top. It's headed clear from Jeffcott. O'Connor can't get out there. Kurt into Medine. And we're really struggling to get a grip of this game. Here's Walker with the tackle. Nicholson. I mean, he did well, Walker, to win possession, but again, Nicholson giving it away this time. Poor pass there, though. Larne into Ashford. Lofts it over the top for Walker. And that's a very good finish from Elliot Walker. It's only his fourth of the campaign. And again, being a bit of a bit part player, but it does show how good we can be in front of goal. I mean, we demanded more straight away after we've gone behind, been drawn back again level. Ashford with the ball over the top. Walker with one touch and a half-volleyed finish into the corner. It's a very good finish. Very, very good quality in front of goal. But it's taken us being pegged back for us to score again, and it shouldn't really be like that. We should be able to run away against teams. We did it at Britain Ferry as well at times, but we did find that we ended up being a very good team at Britain Ferry and we scored goals for fun. It's a very narrow victory. Considering the number of attempts we had at goal, it should have been a lot more comfortable than that. I'm reasonably pleased with the result. Like I say, we've done very well to get the win, and we are through to the next round. And hopefully that will pick up a little bit of confidence despite the fact that they did get back into it. But to put it into perspective, I mean, Ryan Swan, to be fair, I mean, he's not actually a bad forward. Were they in our league last year? They're actually top of the lower league, truth be told. And they've actually been in that league for quite some time, but they are top. They finished third last year, and he's actually quite a good player, that Ryan Swan, so I'm not too annoyed now. But from our point of view, he's a two-star quality player, so he should be better. We should be better, sorry, defensively from that manner. And we go into a quarter final against Linfield, so that is going to be a huge match from our point of view. But Walker with the winning goal in the end, decent performance, and I mean, he's a very good striker, isn't he, overall? I mean, look at his training attributes as well. They're all shooting up. He really is developing into a very good young player. And previously at Braintree, 8 goals in 29 matches. He's not actually scored a league goal for us. He's only played 2 substitutes. Oh, my word, I can't get my words out. He's only made 2 substitute appearances for us in the league, but 4 goals in 3 cup ties. And he's potentially putting a shout in for a league game, if truth be told. Hansen did well in the last match as well, but we're just struggling for a regular goal scorer from our strikers, despite the fact that Osman, who's playing left wing, has scored 8 or 9 goals now this season. But in terms of going forward, I mean, we do have, I mean, that's a League Cup tie. Oh, the actual game against Linfield's in the other cup tie. So, I think we'll push on a little bit, if truth be told. We've had a couple of episodes already in the early part of this season, so we'll probably push through a little bit. I mean, Coleraine sat top of the table. That's probably going to be our next match. It's only 3 league games, but there's 2 cup ties in there as well. Probably come back for Coleraine, just because of the size of the game, of course, and Dungannon away. And hopefully, again, we can get into a bit of a winning mentality. If we can get a win against Linfield in that Antrim Shield quarterfinal, that would be a great result. And hopefully spur us on for the following matches. So until next time, guys, thank you very much for your support. Please like, subscribe to the channel. It is all greatly appreciated. I will see you all next time. This is Big Will, signing away.